So this is a topic I've been talking about a lot over the last week. So masculinity, male culture, something about quite started diving a bit deep on and started to talk about on podcasts this week. I did an interview last week, so by the time this video goes out, it'll be like 2 weeks ago with Taylor on Speak Your Truth. And then also I think the podcast will be out before this video, so make sure you check out my podcast on this with Sean at the Modern Bloke, which it's kind of like that episode blown my mind on how, I guess, a different way of looking at things and so forth. So I'm going to go break it a little bit down in this video too, which I think are some valid points that I guess we should add into today's society. Male culture, like we, especially here, I guess, in Australia, that it is quite, I guess, it's quite good. Like we can joke around and all that kind of stuff, which is awesome. Have a beer with a mate and all that, which is, you know, it's a fantastic thing to do. But in saying that, we got to do this in kind of moderation, not always take it away, but and so forth. So I guess the way I'm going to look at it is, I guess let's dive down into, I guess the mental health side, because this is something I said this on, I think, on both of the interviews, is that this is something that men make fun of openly, but suffer in silence from. And it's like, we got to understand that we're all humans, we all have emotions. I think I was reading this is probably a year or two ago, about like humans' emotions, and females and males' emotions are 95% the same, but we get taught how to deal with them differently. And I'm not saying that we need to change the whole men's culture and start talking about feelings and stuff, because I think there's so many good parts about it. But let's start having these open conversations, especially with other men, because when there's one of the statistics, it's like 85% of men, when they're in a crisis or going through an emotional thing, turn to their wife, and it's 36% of women turn to their husband. So we don't really, we don't go to our mates for help. We turn to other females, and then like all our relationships, and then when those relationship breaks down, we struggle to find someone to turn to. So I guess when I'm coming with this is like, we should make it more acceptable to have these open conversations, because at the end of the day, we all go through it. There's no doubt about that. So we can all kind of understand what they're going through. And sometimes it's best just not to joke about that stuff until they're ready to joke about it. So putting those respectable boundaries down is probably the most important thing. So come back to what I was going to say. It's like, I guess it's okay to meet up for that coffee and have that deep chat. And I know that I'm a quite deep person. I can kind of know starting to really know my emotions really well and how to explain them. And so I've pulled it out there too. Like, I'm more than happy to have a chat with most people, even like through Messenger or DM or even a phone call, or meet up for a coffee or whatever. So coming back to it, it's something we're going to start looking at differently. It's okay to be open with what's going on. I struggle with shit all the time, especially like, I guess at the moment, like I'm going through my own like little mental battles with everything, because I'm going through a lot of growth at the moment and changing and doing things way out of my comfort zone, such as doing like that interview going on someone else's podcast last week. I was feeling so overwhelmed before doing that. But it's a part of being human, and sometimes it's, you know, we all get these feelings. So I use that as a little example. And then going through, I guess last year, going through a breakup, I got hit by a train. It was a massive kick in the face, especially like me doing a lot of work behind the scenes before I came really open with what I'm doing now. And I was doing all this work, and then I was finally happy, and then all that happened. I was like, oh, fuck. You know, we all get, you know, those kicks in the face, and it's part of being human. We all have emotions. So I guess, yeah, it's okay to talk about it. So I guess if you're watching this video and you're feeling not okay, reach out to someone. I'm more than happy to take a DM, start talking, even voice log, video chat, I don't care. But make sure if you're not feeling right after you watch this video, go talk to someone about it. Right, cheers guys, have a good one.